Alright, let's look at the homework 7.5, 7.6, problem number 7. Right, so we're going to use the Lagrange multipliers to find the minimum of this given function subject to the given constraint. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so let's construct the capital F function, which is going to be x squared minus y squared. Right, minus lambda times quantity x minus 6y plus 35, right? And then partial derivative with respect to x would be 2x, partial y squared, negative y squared would be 0, right? Negative lambda is just a constant, and the partial of this guy with respect to x is actually just 1, right? And set that equal to 0, right? Then how about the partial of f, capital F with respect to y? Right, partial of x squared is 0, partial of negative y squared would be negative 2y, and negative lambda is just a constant. Partial of this guy is going to be negative 6, and set that equal to 0, right? And then partial with respect to lambda, set that equal to 0, is always the same as the constraint. So I'm just going to write down the constraint x minus 6y plus 35 equals 0. Alright, then once you have that, then we can just look at this. So this means that, let's see, add lambda to both sides. So you have 2x is equal to lambda. Right? Then let's solve for x. So this is going to be divide through by 2. You get x equals 1/2 lambda, right? And from here I'm gonna, let's see, subtract the 6 lambda, so that way you have a negative 2y is equal to, alright, so this is positive 6 lambda, so it's going to be minus 6 lambda. Alright, then divide through by negative 2 would give us y equals 3 lambda. Alright, then we have to satisfy this equation, so we can just take this guy and plug it in here, and take this guy and plug it in there. Alright, so we can find lambda. Alright, so the lambda is going to be, let's see, so you have a 1/2 lambda by minus 6 times 3 lambda, so it's a 18 lambda plus 35 is equal to 0. Alright, so then we can just add them up. So let's see, negative 18 is negative 36 over 2, so it's going to be negative 35 over 2 lambda. Alright, plus 35, I'm going to just subtract the 35 so that we can put the 35 on the other side, negative 35. Alright, then we can just multiply by reciprocal of this guy, so it's going to be a negative 2 over 35. Alright, so that way lambda is by itself. Alright, so negative 35, 35 cancel out, so lambda is actually 2. Alright, which means that you can plug that guy back in here and also back in there. We can have, let's see, 1/2 times 2 is 1, and the 3 times 2 is 6. Alright, so we know that this is going to be x is going to be 1 and y is going to be 6, and the function value would be f of 1 comma 6 is equal to 1 squared minus 6 squared. Alright, so it's going to be 1 minus 36, so it's going to be negative 35. So negative 35. Alright, so let's type it in. Alright, so we got negative 35 is the smallest value, and 1 comma 6. Alright, so let's submit for testing. Alright, it came back and we got this one correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.